Uh, Good night, my dear friends and my dear enemies. Today's topic is double standards. Probably every one of you knows that on our planet exists wonderful, amazingly just and kind and super tolerant towards everyone country, which name is United States of America. About double standards in the United States, I recall that last October 2018, in Ukrainian capital, beautiful city of Kiev, uh, I participated in a speaking club organized by one American psychologist. I will not mention his name and last name here, it's not so important. The more important is his mindset, typical for average American. He said in my presence something like, freaking psychopath Putin. I am far from justifying Putin. He is really a psychopath. Russia deserves a better president. But still, I want to emphasize another thing. I asked this gentleman, American gentleman, could you please, precise quotation, could you please tell me, my dear sir, what was the name and last name of that animal who ordered to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945? Like, given Putin was conceived in 1951, it wasn't Putin probably. So who was that perfectly kind and just person? Maybe it was Gary S. Truman, American president, who I want to emphasize what happened. This beautiful nation who teaches other countries kindness, justice, and democracy. It was one of the brightest examples of their justice and democracy and kindness. So, President of the United States, Gary S. Truman, after the Second World War was over, there was absolutely no necessity whatsoever to bomb Japan. He ordered to bomb civilians, not troops, but innocent Japanese people, inclusive disabled people, old people, and children. So he ordered to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki with atomic bombs, not regular but atomic. I will give you a small portion of information about what happened afterwards in this area. Children used to be born with two heads, with four legs. So uh, they just mutilated whole nation with this action. Later in 70s, they were raping and massacring, slaughtering innocent Vietnamese civilians. Uh, then they invaded Iraq. They drowned this country in blood, and they call it democracy and kindness. What do you think, guys, about double standards and about kindness of American people, American government, and perfectly wise and just mindset of average American? And one more interesting question and topic. Take into consideration that uh, George W. Bush used to confuse Iraq and Iran, black and white, peace and war, so he could just, because of his perfectly perfect intelligence and perfect education, he could just order to bomb some other country which is innocent only because he doesn't know that it's another country, not it has no reference whatsoever to the enemy of United States. Sarah Palin, the ex-governor of Alaska, she confused Chechnya and Czech Republic, Slovenia and Slovakia. She called all Arabs Muslims, take into consideration that Arabs living in Lebanon, let's say they're Christians, not Muslims. Not every single Arab is Muslim, not every single Muslim is Arab. But this lady doesn't think it's necessary to know these small details. Okay, guys, see you next time. Bye.